everyone, Taco, coming to you live from the end of day one of Paris Blockchain Week. And here we are at the Spendex event, closing out the night. And we're here with one of the sponsors that we know nothing about, but was really adamant about, like, I just want to talk to you, and you seem really interesting. And I'm like, anyone that wants to talk to me is either crazy or actually doing something. And I know how crazy I am. How crazy are you?
Yeah, I was looking forward to talk to you, and I'm crazy as well. My name is Gianluigi, pleased to meet you. I'm the CEO of Kylix Finance. It's a DeFi platform for cross-chain lending.
So, can you spell that out?
Yes, Kylix is an antique vase, of Greek vase actually, and is Kylix Finance.
Okay, and so you're saying cross-chain. What chains do you support?
So we are a layer 1 protocol. We are a layer 1 protocol that support liquidity on different chains. We promote cross-chain interoperability.
So EVM chains, Base, Ethereum, Solana.
Exactly. We have a protocol that allow lending and borrowing of native asset from different chain, offering a liquidity layer. So we operate a chain abstraction.
So are you doing it more like AVS, or are you doing it more like Hyperliquid?
No, it's more like, I can say, we are mirroring the behavior of a centralized exchange, but on chain. We have an orchestrator, this is our layer 1.
Okay.
And this layer 1 behave like a cross-chain order book or a cross-chain settlement ledger that orchestrates liquidity that is deployed on liquidity vaults that are deployed on all the chains that we support. So we have a liquidity vault on Ethereum, a liquidity vault on Solana, liquidity vault on Sui, and all this liquidity is orchestrated by our layer 1 protocol. So you can borrow tokens on Ethereum and lend on Solana, or borrow on Cardano and collateralize on Bitcoin. So you don't need bridges, and you don't need any wrapped tokens. It's a liquidity abstraction.
Yeah, a classic AVS move, but you're also putting the lending borrowing aspect in it so that people are incentivized to participate.
Absolutely.
So how long have you guys been building?
1 year.
One year? Okay, so 1 year you've been building. Have you gone live yet?
We are going to be live in June of this year.
Is there going to be a token?
Yes, of course, the KLX token.
Right? How soon after launch, or is that TBD?
TBD. Yeah.
So no alpha there.
No.
What's the alpha? How are people going to best make the best buck?
Now we are doing a private sale, but soon we will open also a public sale for the user who want to participate, and this will be the only opportunity to buy our token for the public raise.
Now, if someone wanted to partake in the private sale, how can they be part of that?
The private sale is open to VCs and retail investor.
Okay, so basically qualified money.
Yes.
All right. So if anyone has over 250K and they would like to make an investment, what's your smallest check size?
No, I mean around 100K.
Anyone got an extra 100K? I know probably last week it was 300K. The markets are down, but this is so Kylix sort of. One of the really cool things about borrowing and lending protocols is even when markets are down, if people are borrowing stables and pushing against that, they're sort of hedging their bets.
Indeed. Essentially, first of all, you increase the capital efficiency of your tokens or of the asset rather than staying idle in your wallets or your bags. And second, you can, the lending, borrowing is a good way to also to short your asset.
You can like degen box, as I like to refer to it as, where you're wrapping and stuff like that. But that sort of, I think, it like hurts protocols because I want the price to go down for me to make a profit.
Indeed.
And so so what are you doing to help support prices go up?
For our token, you mean?
Or anything.
Well, we have a deflationary mechanism inside. We have a treasury that collects the fees that are paid by borrowers and by our liquidation system. And all these fees are converted in our token. part of our token is burned in order to put a deflationary pressure and to keep the price up. It is proportional to the volume of the borrowers. And another part of the token is provided as a reward to the lenders as a liquidity provider.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you had mentioned Cardano, Bitcoin,
Yes.
Sui, Solana. Do you know how many chains you're going to be launching?
At the beginning, we will do 3 iterations, so we will add 1 chain at a time, but we want to scale up to 16 chain. We are layer 1, so we can scale pretty well.
Nice.
We are not built on smart contracts.
Nice. And so what are some of the things that you're doing to prepare as a founder?
Yeah.
You have to support your team, to support your community. What are some of the things that you're doing to be proactive to support your community?
First of all, I mostly interact into the social channel, and I am very present during the events. I was in New York in the last 6 weeks. Now I'm in Paris. In the end of the month, I will be present at Dubai 2049. Yes, and I will be in New York as well again in May. So I'm a person that try to reach as many people as possible, and for us it's very important the engagement of our community, because we want not only to allow users to behave as lenders and borrowers, but also to participate in the liquidations. So we provide a marketplace where the user can buy liquidated collaterals for a discounted marketplace and have an arbitrage opportunity.
Nice. So one of the cool things about seeing a founder interact so much with their community, whether it's good or bad, is there any community member that stands out to you?
Community members, no, there are many.
Is there any specific one that sticks out? Like you're like, oh yeah, John Dulo. Can you think of one?
No.
Whether good or bad.
I say that there are some that are giving really pretty good feedback on our UX, and this actually gave us the idea to open our testnet to a limited number of users, so they can try our project and give feedback in real time, because the feedback of the user is the most important thing. At the end, you make a product for a community, and a product has been demonstrated that the product that last more in time are the ones that have a strong community rather than a weak one.
So, we're not calling out any community members by name, but I see you and I see your FUD. But, all right, so one of the big questions that we always see people ask sometimes, is there...
there is this one, Andre.
Oh.
Andrew.
Andre M. Andre McQueen. Shout out to you. So,
thanks, bro.
Is there, do you have any big capital backers?
Yeah, we have a few investors at the moment. We are anyway in a seed raise, and we are looking still to fulfill our seed raise. Yes.
How much are you finishing out your raise for?
Our raise is 1.5 million.
At a 15 million?
15 million valuation, exactly. So 10% of our token supply.
All right.
Yes.
And so then, some of the things that we're seeing, like with the market being the way it is, are you able to carry that to MVP and to launch right now?
Yes, actually yes. Anyway, we have also, so we are sustained also by capital that coming from grants, from angel investors. At the end, now we are a team of 10 people. Most of us are developers, and we are carrying development of our platform. I believe in iterations, so we will release our first version of our platform in June, and then a second version in a few months, and we'll add the chain one by one. So there's no point to wait 5 years until to have a complete product. We wanted to release the product step by step.
All right. So now, just so everyone doesn't think that this is a softball interview, are you ready for the hard questions?
Always ready.
When did you get into crypto?
When? Sorry?
When did you get into crypto?
A few years ago, 10 years ago, I was in Berlin. I saw Ethereum born. I'm still in Berlin actually, and I followed the whole Ethereum development. So that time I started to do the first investment in the crypto. And I mean, my background is mostly traditional finance, lending, of course, retail lending, and I used to work in banks. And since a few years, I fully moved from traditional finance into crypto, Web3. And of course, it's a completely different world, much more freedom in terms of regulation, much more opportunity, and also more risk. But if you're able to deal with it, it can be much more remunerative.
What was the last shitcoin you bought?
Last shitcoin, I had to say that. No, I mean I invested in the meme coin. Yeah, but
Which one?
it was probably Trump.
What?
Trump coin.
All right, we got another person that believes in the RWA of Trump.
Yeah, I tried. Actually, to be honest, it's not I directly invested. I reached a peak, and then I saw that there was the right moment to short it. So I bought it to short it, essentially. So
All right, that's good. That's good. I like that. All right, so
it's not something I'm proud of.
all right, So then the big question: what's the last NFT you bought?
I don't deal with NFTs. I'm against NFTs.
He's against NFTs.
Yeah, sorry.
So does that mean you're not going to be dropping NFTs for your OG testnet users?
No, it's very likely that we will drop NFTs whenever a user will create a new lending position. Whenever you create a collateralized debt position, we will mint NFTs.
So that's a very good use case of an NFT. So are you against that?
No, personally, I don't. I don't own NFTs for my own, let's say, pleasure. I like the technology, but I don't own the NFTs as a personal collection.
Okay. All right. Now here's the hardest question: has your protocol been audited yet?
Is in process to be audited.
Who's auditing it?
I don't remember the name, sorry. Okay. But we are talking with different auditing protocols in order to get.
I can make some good introductions for you.
Multiple auditing.
All right, because one of the things that we see in protocols that are layer zeros, that are borrow lend, is a safety issue at the biggest thing. So you've been a founder for about a year now, right?
In Web3.
In Web3. One of the things that if you haven't been a founder long enough, if you haven't been called a scam artist yet. Have you been called a scam artist yet?
No. Luckily not. I used to be a founder in fintech. Now I'm a founder in Web3. But no, thanks God, I've never been called like that. The first thing that is important in crypto is reputation. And this is the thing I'm working as much as possible to keep it, clean, well.
Just know that, especially as you launch your token, not everyone's going to be happy, and those that are not happy are going to call you a scammer. So just be prepared for that.
No, but the important thing is to be transparent,
And it is, but you always can't make everyone happy. So I'm just trying to say, just know that people that, just for the heck of it,
it's true,
they're going to do it.
No, by my experience, as much as more you are transparent, you can as much as more mitigate the risk of being of making people unhappy, because unhappiness comes when the terms are not clear, are not crystal clear, and we are making everything as possible to be as much as clear as possible in terms of tokenomics, token allocation, and the rule of how our token is handled. So, yeah.
Nice. All right. So, as we wrap this up, I want to say thank you for this time. This is an amazing start of the night. I love the small, I want to call them small clubs of Paris. It's like more of like a meeting room rather than a dance hall, and like you just get to have different conversations.
Great vibes also.
So, for the next people that are looking for you, where can they find you on Twitter?
On Twitter, you can find me on the Giandava, 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 or you can find me on the Kylix Finance. It's at Kylix Finance. Yes.
Awesome, and we will see you on the flip side. We'll see you at day 2 of Paris Blockchain.